Hello, Likers. Welcome back to our channel. It's me, your one and only baby girl, Malika. So today we are doing the critical review of Mr. Aloy's series, Another Mistake in Marriage, episode 9. So it starts with Kizito and his friends. We now know their names, Bolaji and Martin. So Martin is the one in with the black t-shirt. He's saying that Kizito, he doesn't think Kizito loves his wife, that much, based on the way he's treating her. He doesn't think this is love. So on Kizito's defense, it's more like, what do you mean that is not love? I love my wife. He said, no, it's not love, and really like us. I don't think this is you loving your wife. That is not the way that you express love. It's sick, you know, it makes it look so sick. And Bolaji is like, Martin is telling the truth. Bolaji is the one with the face cap and the yellow t-shirt inside with the purple jacket on top, Like Martin is saying the truth. Martin was like, you see, it is not right. But at the same time, Martin is saying that Kizito, the things Kizito is doing, it's making him confused. Like he's confused. He doesn't understand his friend anymore. You know, and this Martin is explaining to Bolaji, and Bolaji was like, "Are you for real? Like, all you mean he's saying he's doing all of this?" And to Kizito's defense, Kizito is more like, "You people don't understand what you're saying. It is love," and Martin still don't understand that someone can express love like that. So Martin was explaining that, can you imagine that I hugged his wife and he got mad? And Kizito was like, far from it. You cannot hug my wife, like, and this is something that Kizito and Angel have been doing. They've been hugging each other. But and Bolaji doesn't understand, like, what you mean. And to Kizito's defense is that Martin could hug Angel when Angel was single. Now that Angel is married, he's not supposed to hug her. Like us. This is my take on this series, right? This series is really hitting me hard. Why? Because I know that so much people are going through this. So much they won't even come out to speak because they feel so bad, they're ashamed. They feel as if it's their fault, whereas we all know it's not their fault. Kizito needs help. Someone like Kizito, he needs help. He needs to see a psychiatrist. Honestly, let's be honest, jokes apart, he needs to see a therapist or a psychiatrist who needs to talk to him. Like he needs to tell them how it feels, all the things that he feels, all the things that go through his mind when he thinks about his wife, because you can buy somebody with this mentality. you know. But now Bolaji is divided. Bolaji is divided in the sense that Bolaji um doesn't want to offend Kizito, at the same time doesn't want to offend Martin. And Martin is telling him to pick a side. You cannot be sitting on the fence, meaning it cannot be middle ground with you. Because you cannot tell me that Kizito is wrong, with the things he's doing, but at the same time he's right because he's doing them to his wife. That wife, she's human. Because Martin is complaining that how can you chase all her friends away? You're taking everything away from her, her job, her friends, her family. It's not right. And Kizito's defense, Kizito is more like, she doesn't need anything. I am sufficient for her. How can you be sufficient? The only thing that is sufficient for us as human is God. And that's what Bolaji and Martin are telling Kizito. You are not God. That's not possible. But Kizito, Kizito has this mentality of Kizito believe in everything that Kizito says. It's his words against every other person. It's to him, it's more like, why would they think that, like, he can do anything for his wife? He can give her the world, he can bring the world to her feet. For that reason, she doesn't have to work. She doesn't need anyone. She doesn't even need a mobile phone. That's what he said. It's like, I don't, why, who is she going to call? Who will she call? She doesn't need a mobile phone. A human being who has a family, who is catering for her family. You say she does not need to even communicate with her own family. And if this girl doesn't see this as someone who needs help, then she's going to buy in that house and it will be too late. Because the rate at which Kizito is going, my people, and I feel so sick in the core. Why? Because I remember when Mr. Aloy was talking about this series, this Another Mistake in Marriage, he said it was true life story. And most of his series, are true life stories, true life events, things that happen to people, you know. So I feel ever since I started watching this series, I feel so I've embodied the series. I feel like as if I'm the one living it, you know. God forbid I've never lived this, but still I feel so pain because I know someone out there is going through this. This is the life of somebody. You know, I am pained because at one point I'm like, how low could your self-esteem be for you to let somebody treat you this way? At some point you have to be able to say no, I can't take this no more, because there's a limit to everything. There's a line when you cross, like there's no return. So the next thing shows Angel laying in bed, and she hears her phone ring. She checks it out. As she pick it up, it's Jeff on the other side, like telling her that he's coming home, like he needs to return back. And Angel is pleading with Jeff not to come because she already knows what is going to happen to him, because their mother is being locked up by Kizito simply because of Jeff, because Kizito was looking for Jeff and Jeff was nowhere to be found. So she's worried for Jeff and begging. So Jeff is like, okay, I give you just 2 days because you don't expect me to sit here while my mother is being locked up. Yeah, that's the real son of his mother. She's begging, like, okay, fine, no problem, just give me those 2 days to sort out things, which is okay to me. And I really feel bad at this point. I feel bad for both of them because I don't know what could be going through someone's mind to let another person treat them this way. So she went back down after the phone call, laying. Then she decided to just rest a bit. And you see the next thing shows Kisito coming downstairs from their bedroom, you know, and he's going towards the room where Angel is laying, on the bed. He bangs the door. He bangs the door, and she hears him. So from the other side, he's saying that open the door or I'll break the door down. you know. So Angel told him, you can break it down. It is your house, by the way. So do whatever you want. So it's like, open the door because I have a message from your mother. I've heard something concerning your mother. So she felt triggered. She's like, okay, that's her mom's. It's like, okay, if you don't want it, it's fine. I just wanted to tell you the news that I got from your mom concerning your mom's whereabouts. So she's intrigued, but to me, you cannot let that, you cannot believe that, because this is the same guy who locked up your mother. So she's contemplating to open, not to open, to open, not to open, whereas Kizito is standing there, is dropping to hear her footsteps, and she makes the biggest mistake of her life, by opening the door. Whereas if I was the one, I can't lie to you guys, I wouldn't open that door except I'm looking for food or water, truth be told. So Kizito waited patiently for her to open the door. As soon as she opened the door, he just pushed himself in. That's a mistake she made. She shouldn't have opened the door in the first place because he was never telling the truth. And he was angry, like, why are you doing this? Why are you locking? Why won't she do this? Why would she want to lay on the same bed, or let the same man that is keeping her, holding her mother captive, to touch her or to speak to her? Just that I don't know. God, I feel like, I can't lie to you people, I feel so helpless right now. I feel so bad. I feel helpless. The worst thing, knowing that this is somebody's story. I wish I was a witch right now, or I had superpowers so that I could help somebody in this situation. Honestly, I feel so helpless at the moment. During this video, like, as I can't lie to you, I feel so helpless. They are going back, they are doing back and forth. And when Kizito told her that your mom is right now, why don't you want to do what I want you to do so that you could liberate your mom? Because I know that where your mother is at the moment, she's suffering, she's under cold, she's thirsty, there's no water, and you are the one who kept her there, and you're using it to emotionally blackmail her. Are you for real? Are you for real? So she's insisting that the only thing I want is my mother. Where have you kept my mom? So he's saying that it depends on you. You should do what you have to do because your mother is very thirsty, and she smacks him. She got so pissed and like, who the hell do you think you are? Who do you think you're talking to? This is my mom we're talking about. Where is my mother? He was like, oh, you smacked me. She's like, yeah, and for real, why won't she smack you? How can you take somebody's mother? How do you explain that you take another person's mom and lock her up, forgetting that that woman is so frail? She's old, and that is your mother-in-law, for Christ's sake, which means that's your second mother. Who does that? Honestly, you must be sick. This guy needs help. He's not supposed to be in a house. So as they were going back and forth, he smacked Angel so hard because she was talking back at him. He hates when she talks back at him. And she was like, no matter how much you smack me, all I want is my mother. But just that, okay, what are you still doing in that house? Are you really in that house because you're pregnant, or are you in that house because you're like, you love the luxury? Because at this point, I don't know what else should I think. Like at this point, I don't know what I should say, because I don't think anybody in their right senses will be taking beatings like this every day and still be there. That you don't want a divided family. You want your child, you don't want history to repeat itself. You want your child to come back, to come out into this world with both her parents or his parents. You can't leave your husband. Okay, that's fine. So the guy locked up the door and left. And you see she went back miserable, feeling sorry for herself. But at one point she was like, I have to clean up my tears. I have to be strong. I can't be feeling, but still you feel sorry for yourself. I'm sorry. Because you have to take that bold step and decide to leave that house. Because it's becoming more and more difficult for her to live by the day, even from the look of things. So she picked up her phone, to call Kelly. I don't know if it's Kenny or it's Kelly. So any of the any of the above, Kenny or Kelly, I don't know. So she called him. That's her manager and friend. He picked up and they were talking, not knowing that her husband was eavesdropping. Can you imagine? That's how low he has gone. And I don't know also this girl, I don't know if she's Mumu or what. I don't know why wouldn't she lock up the door, or why did she enter into the bathroom and lock up the door? So as she was talking on the phone, their husband was just gently opened the door of the room and swiftly entered and snatched her phone from her. And when she turned, she realized that he had snatched her phone. And he was like, who are you talking to? Like, come on. You've locked this girl up. You've locked up her mom. No, okay, no, he didn't lock her up in the room. She locked herself up. You've locked up her mom. And now you're suspecting her of cheating. And even if she cheats on you, you looked for it, because women, us as women, we love comfort, we love soft life, I am against cheating like us. I can't lie to you. I am against it. But now, this situation right here, if this girl starts cheating, which is something I doubt she will, that's not the type of person. Her character doesn't portray that person. If she does start cheating, who would you blame? You can't blame her. You can't. You cannot blame her. You cannot. And he's asking, what business do you have with him? Are you supposed to be talking to him? And that's her friend and her manager. And all of a sudden, he tells her, you cannot have a male friend. Who told you that you have to have a male friend? Why do you need friends? Why would you need a male friend when you have a husband like that? Who wouldn't need a male friend when he has a wife beater of a husband? Honestly, let's be honest. Who wouldn't need a male friend when he has somebody like Kizito when she has someone like Kizito as a husband? And now he's questioning her character. Like, why do you need to call people? Who do you need? You don't need anyone when you have me. Are you for real? Really? This guy is on another level. Honestly, it's high time she makes that decision. She takes that bold step. And now he decides that she doesn't need a phone. She doesn't need a phone because she has no one that she needs to talk to. because he is her God. He is everything she needs. She does not need a phone. Even his friends disagree with that talk. How can your wife not need a phone in this day and time, this modern day and time? She's working, she's a model, she has a family member, she has a friend, she has a manager, she has business, she has people that, oh my God, like seriously. I really feel, but my heart goes out for everyone out there that is going through, that is having a DV or a situation that's going through DV. My heart goes out to you guys. Honestly, I feel bad. I really feel bad. But please, in any way that it can help you, try to reach out to anyone that you can to talk your story, and please get the help that you need. Get out of there ASAP, because I promise you it's not going to stop. He's not going to change. He or she is not going to change. It's not going to change. Please, nothing should make you stay in a place that your life is being threatened. Because at this point, he could smack her someday and broke her neck. And that will be the end of it. And her family will lose her. For what? And I blame her mother, because her mother is not doing a good job. Honestly, for mothers out there that are forcing their kids to be in loveless marriages, in marriage that has to do with DVs, please stop. Okay, stop. Stop it. You've lived your life. Let people live their own. Please, mothers and fathers, people should stop it. You've lived your life. You should let others do their own. They should do their own thing. Okay, so like us, we'll have to end this video. Please tell me what you all think about it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that be the first to be notified whenever I post any new video. I would also, my returning subscriber, my likers, my lovers, I love you guys so super much. And on this note, I'll have to say bye, guys. And people, always remember this: it's better to be alone than to be with somebody that does not value you. Please always keep this in mind. And